The cameras may have stopped rolling on Love and Hip Hop, but the drama refuses to die. Last night, the entire hip-hop world was rocked to its core after a shocking Camron leak surfaced online. A leak so explosive, it has Chrissy in tears, Jim Jones storming out, and fans screaming that this could be the final straw for one of the most infamous couples in reality TV history. The video that hit the internet wasn't just messy, it was nuclear. Camron, Dipset's very own, caught on a late-night live stream dropping cryptic bombs about Jim's longtime fiancée, Chrissy. And then it happened. Screenshots, receipts, alleged DMIs, images no one was supposed to see. Within minutes, hashtags like #Chrissy crying and #Jim walks out were trending worldwide, in one clip. Camron can be heard saying, "I told him years ago, you can't wife her up when she's still moving grimy." The crowd gasped. The internet collapsed. And the fallout. Immediate insiders say Chrissy was completely blindsided, breaking down in front of friends and family when she saw the leak. Jim, humiliated and furious, reportedly walked out of their home, slamming the door behind him, while phones captured the aftermath and leaked it. Straight to social media, what started as another messy hip-hop beef has spiraled into a devastating love triangle. Betrayal, scandal, and full-on public meltdown, and trust me, the receipts only get uglier from here. The internet woke up to chaos. What began as just another late-night rant from Camron quickly spiraled into one of the biggest betrayals in I like its betrayals in Love and Hip Hop history. Cam had gone live, sipping from a red cup, dropping vague shade at Jim Jones, when suddenly his tone shifted. He smirked at the camera, leaned in, and said the words that would set the culture on fire. "Y'all still believe in that fairy tale romance. I got proof that Queen ain't so loyal after all." Within seconds, fans flooded the live with comments. Was he talking about Chrissy? The woman who had stood by Jim for nearly 2 decades. The woman who famously got on one knee to propose when Jim wouldn't. The tension was thick. And then Cam dropped it. Screenshots. The images showed a string of alleged DMs between Chrissy and another man, complete with timestamps that overlapped with key moments from the couple's reality TV storyline. One message read, "He don't even come home some nights. I'm tired of feeling alone." Another, "If he ain't gonna marry me, maybe somebody else will." The chat went nuclear. Thousands of viewers scrambled to screenshot, share, and repost. Within minutes, #Chrissy leaked trended worldwide. Memes exploded. Fans weren't just shocked, they were divided. Some said the screenshots were fake, Cam stirring the pot as usual. Others swore the writing style, the emojis, the tone were unmistakably Chrissy's. And while the internet speculated, behind the scenes the fallout was brutal. According to insiders, Chrissy was inconsolable. When she saw the screenshots surface, she broke down in tears, pacing the living room of their New Jersey home, screaming, "Why would he do this to me? Why now?" Friends rushed to comfort her. But the damage was already spreading like wildfire online. Jim Jones' reaction was worse. Multiple witnesses claimed Jim walked in while Chrissy was crying, phone in hand, trying to explain. He barely let her speak. One insider recounted Jim slamming his jacket onto the couch and yelling, "This what I look like to the world now? A clown." Chrissy sobbed, insisting the messages were twisted, taken out of context. But Jim wasn't hearing it. He stormed out of the house, slamming the door so hard the glass rattled. The neighbors heard. Someone recorded, and by sunrise, a shaky video of Jim storming down the street in a hoodie, phone pressed to his ear, hit Twitter. Caption, "Jimmy just walked out on Chrissy after the Camron leak." The internet erupted again. Memes of Jim leaving were paired with captions like, "He ain't walking to the store this time." Fans who had followed their long, turbulent relationship on Love and Hip Hop felt vindicated. "We knew this was coming. You can't play with someone's heart for 20 years and not expect it to blow up." One viral comment read, "But the chaos didn't stop there. Bloggers jumped on the story instantly. The Shade Room reposted the screenshots. Hollywood Unlocked claimed they had additional leaked audio from Cam's live that hinted at more than just DMZ. In the clip, Camron can be heard saying he chose fame over loyalty, and she chose loneliness over honesty. Now they're both paying the price. That one line sent fans into overdrive. Who was Cam protecting? Did he have more evidence? And why expose it now? By mid-morning, celebrities began chiming in. Funkmaster Flex tweeted, "This the Dipset soap opera we didn't know we needed." Cardi B went live, laughing hysterically while saying, "Cam petty for this? But y'all know he ain't lying unless he got receipts." Even 50 Cent, king of trolling, reposted a meme of Jim with the caption, "Shoulda married her before Cam married you," with the truth. Chrissy, meanwhile, tried to salvage what was left. Around noon, she posted a cryptic Instagram story. "Don't believe everything you see online. People love to see you broken." But fans weren't buying it. The comment section was ruthless, sis. Those are your words. Another fan wrote, "Broken. You broke Jimmy's trust first." Jim remained silent, which only fueled speculation. Fans noted he unfollowed Chrissy on Instagram just hours after the leak. Screenshots of his empty following list spread across Twitter like wildfire, with fans declaring, "This ain't a storyline. This is real." Then came the second leak. Late that evening, an audio clip began circulating, allegedly recorded during a phone call between Cam and an unknown associate. In the clip, Cam is heard laughing. "I told Jimmy years ago, watch out. Some people love the spotlight more than they love you. Now look, though unverified, the audio made things even worse." Fans interpreted it as confirmation that Cam had been sitting on this dirt for years, waiting for the right moment to blow it up. And this moment, perfectly timed to cause maximum chaos. By nighttime, the drama was everywhere. Gossip, blogs, sports talk shows, hip-hop podcasts, even morning radio. Everywhere you turned, it was the same story. Chrissy's breakdown, Jim's walkout, and Cam's bombshell receipts. And then Charleston White jumped into the mix on his live stream. Charleston delivered one of his trademark rants. "Cam just did the Lord's work. Y'all thought Chrissy was the ride or die? Nah, she the ride till I find somebody else." Jim looking like a fool, crying in a hoodie. But let me tell y'all, this ain't even the half. Cam ain't dropped everything yet. He got more. That statement alone reignited speculation. Did Cam have more receipts? A video? Emails? Fans flooded his Instagram comments demanding drop part 2. Meanwhile, Chrissy reportedly refused to leave the house. A close friend told a blogger she's devastated. She feels like her whole life just got ripped apart in front of the world. Jim ain't answering her calls. She's scared this is the end. The stage was set for complete disaster. Jim's silence. Chrissy's tears. Cam's smirk. Charleston's trolling. Fans glued to their screens waiting for the next shoe to drop, and then it did. Late that night, an anonymous Twitter account teased a new leak, a blurry screenshot of what appeared to be an email exchange involving Cam, with Chrissy's name in the subject line. The caption read, "If y'all thought the DIMs were bad, wait until you see the receipts Cam's still holding." The internet exploded again. Was it real? Was it fake? Nobody knew for sure. But the cliffhanger was enough to guarantee one thing: this story wasn't anywhere near finished. The next morning, the internet wasn't just buzzing, it was boiling. The alleged email leak teased by that anonymous Twitter account had dropped in full. Screenshots of an email exchange between Chrissy and Camron started spreading like wildfire. And what they revealed was even more scandalous than the DMs. The first email was short but devastating, sent from an account that fans quickly tied to Chrissy's old business address. It read, "I'm tired of waiting around for a man who makes promises he can't keep. You were right, Jim. We'll never change." Attached was a blurry image, but fans swore it showed Chrissy sitting at a bar with Cam. The second email, sent weeks later, was worse. "I can't keep living like this. He humiliates me on national TV. Maybe we were both wrong about each other, but at least you never lied to me." The crowd online lost its collective mind. Was Chrissy admitting she'd leaned on Camron emotionally, maybe even romantically during her struggles with Jim? The implications alone were enough to send Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok into meltdown mode. Hashtags erupted instantly. Hashtag Chrissy emails, hashtag Cam connection, and most brutal of all, hashtag Chrissy cheated. Memes flooded timelines. One viral clip paired Chrissy's infamous Love and Hip Hop proposals seen with the caption, "Meanwhile, she was emailing Cam the whole time." Chrissy, according to insiders, collapsed when she saw the leak. A close friend allegedly told bloggers she screamed, threw her phone against the wall, and said, "He's trying to ruin me." Tears streamed down her face as she begged Jim to believe her. But Jim wasn't in the mood for explanations. Jim reportedly still hadn't returned home after storming out. Paparazzi snapped photos of him pacing outside a Manhattan hotel, hoodie pulled low, cigarette in hand. Fans speculated he was staying away until the truth came out. His silence online only added fuel to the fire. Meanwhile, Camron remained eerily calm. On Instagram, he posted a cryptic photo of a chessboard with the caption, "Don't play checkers when it's chess." The internet lost it. Fans interpreted the post as confirmation that he was strategically dropping bombs on Chrissy and Jim one at a time. Comments exploded. "Cam, the puppet master. Came done yet?" Charleston White pounced on the new leaks with another viral rant. Now the emails. "Oh, it's over. Chrissy wasn't just crying in the living room. She crying in Cam's inbox too. Jim out here loyal to a fault, and she loyal to whoever listens. This ain't a relationship. This a circus." It's words. Clipped and reposted across social platforms. Added gasoline to an already raging fire. As the emails circulated, fans started pulling up old Dipset interviews and Love and Hip Hop clips, looking for signs that Chrissy and Cam might have had history. Some swore they remembered tension between them on camera years ago. Others claimed this was all a hoax, Cam forging receipts to get under Jim's skin. But the damage was done. Chrissy's name was now synonymous with betrayal by midday. Jim finally broke his silence, but not with words. He posted a black screen to Instagram stories with a single message, "Don't play with my name." The post set off alarms everywhere. Fans flooded his comments, demanding clarity. Was he addressing Chrissy? Cam? Both? The ambiguity only heightened speculation. Meanwhile, Chrissy remained silent on social media. Her last cryptic post about two sides to every story, now flooded with clown emojis and brutal comments. The streets of Harlem weren't quiet either. Videos surfaced of locals weighing in on the scandal, some siding with Jim, others clowning Chrissy. One clip went viral of an older man shouting into the camera, "We told y'all, Jimmy been blind." Chrissy out here emailing the ops while he building an empire. And then, as if things couldn't get worse, another alleged recording leaked. This time, it wasn't from Cam. A gossip blog released what they claimed was audio from a phone call between Chrissy and an unidentified man. In it, a woman sounding like Chrissy can be heard saying, "I'm tired of waiting around for him to commit. He keeps embarrassing me. At least you make me feel wanted." The internet imploded. Fans debated the authenticity, but the damage was irreversible. Memes about Jim being the last to know spread faster than wildfire. One brutal tweet read, "Jim spent 20 years dodging marriage papers, only to get served betrayal papers instead." Celebrities chimed in again. Remy Ma tweeted, "When loyalty ain't mutual. You see it in the leaks." Nicki Minaj liked a shady tweet that said, "Cam been holding that tea since the MySpace era." Funk Flex went live on radio, laughing as he played the alleged audio over the airwaves. Meanwhile, insiders claimed Chrissy was at her breaking point. She allegedly packed bags and threatened to leave town until the storm blew over. Friends begged her to stay, telling her running would make her look guilty. But according to reports, she felt hunted by the nonstop leaks. Jim's inner circle wasn't helping matters either. Rumors swirled that his family, already skeptical of Chrissy for years, were urging him to cut ties once and for all. One insider whispered they never trusted her. Now they feel like they were right all along. By evening, Camron went live again, this time smirking into the camera as thousands tuned in. Y'all think I'm done? Nah, this is just the warm-up. If Jimmy don't call me by tomorrow, I'll drop the real video. And trust me, y'all ain't ready for that. The crowd in his comments lost their minds. A real video. Of what? With who? Was Cam bluffing or holding the nuclear bomb of receipts? Chrissy reportedly had a full-on breakdown after hearing Cam's threat. Insiders said she cried uncontrollably, screaming at friends. If he drops that video, I'm finished. Jim will never forgive me. Her desperation leaked into group chats, screenshots spreading across Twitter like wildfire. Meanwhile, Jim was spotted again, this time entering a recording studio. Paparazzi swarmed him, shouting questions. Are you leaving Chrissy? Did she cheat with Cam? Are you responding? Jim stayed silent, but his stone-cold glare said everything fans needed to know by the end of the night. One thing was clear. The Chrissy Cam Jim saga had spiraled beyond damage control. The DMs were bad. The emails were worse. The audio was brutal. But if Cam truly had a video, the internet agreed Chrissy's world would implode. And just before midnight, Cam stoked the flames one last time. He posted a cryptic tweet, tomorrow, 6 p.m., watch closely. Y'all about to see what Jimmy refused to see. The cliffhanger was devastating. Fans stayed glued to their screens, bracing for whatever bomb Camron was about to drop. The following day felt like the Super Bowl of scandals. By mid-afternoon, everyone was glued to their phones, waiting for 6 p.m. sharp. The hour Camron had promised to drop the real video. Blogs set countdowns. Twitter spaces filled with thousands of fans debating what Cam might reveal. Even mainstream news outlets started covering the chaos, framing it as hip-hop's messiest love triangle unraveling in real time. When the clock struck 6, Cam delivered. He didn't post the video directly to Instagram. Too risky. Instead, he uploaded a link to a private site and captioned it. Jimmy, this one's for you. You should have called. Within minutes, the link crashed from traffic, but before it went down, enough people had downloaded and reposted it. The video swept across social media like wildfire. The grainy footage appeared to show Chrissy and Cam in what looked like a dimly lit lounge or back room. The two were sitting close, drinks in hand, voices low. At one point, Chrissy leaned over, her hand brushing Cam's knee, and whispered, I just can't do this with him anymore. Cam smirked, replying, then stop. You know where I'm at? Though there was no kiss, no overt intimacy, the body language was undeniable. The chemistry, the vulnerability in Chrissy's voice, the smugness in Cam's smile. It painted a picture more powerful than any screenshot or email could. The internet went insane. Hashtags exploded. Hashtag Cam tape. Hashtag Chrissy exposed. Hashtag Jim done. Fans replayed the clip on loop, dissecting every gesture, every glance. Memes flooded timelines. Chrissy in her proposal gown side by side with her whispering to Cam. One brutal caption read, She married the wrong Dipset member, Chrissy. According to sources, collapsed again when she saw the footage spreading. Friends said she screamed. It's not what it looks like. While pacing her kitchen, she reportedly tried calling Jim repeatedly. But he sent every call straight to voicemail. Jim's reaction, however, didn't stay private. Hours later, he went live on Instagram. Sitting in a dark car, hoodie up, voice shaking with rage, he finally addressed the situation. I've been loyal for years. Loyal when it wasn't cool. Loyal when it made me look stupid. And this what I get back? Nah, I'm done. Some people ain't built for real love. I ain't gonna say too much, but y'all saw what y'all saw. I'm moving different from here on out. The live ended abruptly, but the message was clear. Jim had walked out for good. Fans and blogs alike declared, "The breakup is official." Declared, "The breakup is official." Charleston White, never one to stay silent, immediately went live, cackling. "I told y'all. Jimmy been wearing the clown nose for 20 years, and Cam just snatched it off in front of the whole world. Chrissy ain't just crying now, she drowning in her own mess." The rant went viral instantly. Clips of Charleston clowning Chrissy were reposted everywhere, amplifying her humiliation. But the fallout wasn't just about memes. Allegedly, producers from Love and Hip Hop reached out to Chrissy and Jim to capitalize on the scandal. According to insiders, VH1 wanted to film reaction footage and possibly spin the drama into a reunion special. But Jim wasn't interested. "He ain't trying to get paid to be embarrassed," a source told Gossip Blogs. Meanwhile, Chrissy tried damage control. She released a statement through Instagram, writing, "What y'all saw is not the truth. People edit, people lie, people twist things to hurt you. I've loved one man my entire adult life, and I would never betray him." The comment section was brutal. Fans bombarded her with clown emojis, calling her out for gaslighting. One viral comment read, "Girl, that's your voice and your hand. Stop playing with us." Camron, reveling in the chaos, doubled down. He posted another cryptic photo, this time of a glass of wine with the caption, "Cheers to the truth." His followers flooded the comments, begging for more leaks. Some even asked if he had full-on romantic receipts with Chrissy. Cam never confirmed or denied, keeping the suspense alive. The cultural impact was massive. Podcasts dedicated whole episodes to the scandal. Memes of Jim walking out turned into trending GIFs. TikTok users reenacted the leaked footage with hilarious skits. Even major celebrities chimed in again. Cardi B posted a laughing emoji with no caption, while 50 Cent uploaded a meme of Jim sitting in a barber chair with the words, "When you should have married Cam instead." Behind the scenes, Chrissy was reportedly in shambles. Insiders claimed she hadn't slept in days, alternating between crying fits and furious rants about Cam's vendetta. She allegedly told friends, "He's obsessed with destroying me. He won't stop until Jim leaves me forever." Jim, however, seemed calmer. Photos emerged of him in Miami, spotted with friends at a club. He didn't appear heartbroken, more like relieved. Fans speculated he was celebrating his freedom, while others wondered if he was hiding deeper pain behind the partying. The most shocking twist, however, came late that week. A new leak dropped, this time not from Cam, but from an anonymous hacker group. They released a set of text messages allegedly between Chrissy and Cam spanning over a year. Some were flirty, some emotional, but the most damning read, "If Jim ever finds out, it's over. But at least you understand me." The texts sent the internet into meltdown once again. Fans now believe the lounge footage wasn't just a moment, but part of a deeper entanglement between Chrissy and Cam. Blogs dubbed it the Harlem Triangle. Headlines screamed betrayal. And for Chrissy, it was the ultimate blow. She tried one last time to speak her truth. Going live through tears, she sobbed. "I never cheated on Jim. I was venting to someone who twisted it for clout. I was hurt. I was lonely. But I never crossed that line." But the damage was irreversible. Fans flooded the live with laughing emojis, accusing her of lying. One comment that went viral read, "If you gotta cry and explain this much, it's already over." Jim didn't join the live. He didn't even acknowledge it. Instead, hours later, he posted a single tweet, "Respect yourself enough to walk away." The internet erupted. For many, that was confirmation. Jim was done with Chrissy for good. And then, as if scripted by fate, Cam twisted the knife one last time. He posted a throwback photo of him and Jim together in the Dipset era with the caption, "Brothers fight, but truth always wins." Fans interpreted it as Cam implying he'd done this not just to hurt Chrissy, but to wake Jim up. By the end of the week, Chrissy was trending for all the wrong reasons. Her reputation shattered, her relationship on life support, and her name forever tied to one of the messiest hip-hop scandals of the decade. As one viral tweet summed it up, Cam exposed her. Jim left her. The internet clowned her. And all Chrissy could do was cry. The saga ended not with a reconciliation, but with silence. Jim moving on quietly. Chrissy left to pick up the pieces, and Cam grinning from the sidelines, satisfied that he had detonated the ultimate bomb. But one haunting question remained in the air. Did Cam leak everything? Or was he still holding back the final nuclear receipt? Fans stayed glued, bracing for the possibility of yet another twist in the saga that had already broken the internet. And there you have it, the scandal that broke Chrissy, the betrayal that pushed Jim Jones to walk out, and the leak that only Camron could deliver with such brutal precision. But if you think this is the end, think again. Because every time we think the final bomb has dropped, another leak, another screenshot, another whisper from the shadows flips the entire story upside down. So now I've got to ask you, whose side are you on? Was Chrissy simply caught in a bad moment? Or does that footage prove she crossed a line no relationship can survive? Did Cam expose the truth to save his brother? Or was this all a petty revenge play to burn bridges forever? And let's not forget Jim, was this his long overdue awakening? Or will we see him crawl back into the same cycle fans say has kept him trapped for decades? One thing's for sure, this story is